What is up, monsters? You know when you think you got one dimension completely cleared of these very irritating three-headed beavers, you go to another dimension just to find a bunch more. But I'm glad to have you monsters here to help take care of this infestation. But while we're taking care of these vicious three-headed buck-toothed beavers, I have a nice little video to share with you. This is a comic dub of Undertale Insomnia. Big shouts to the illustrator Arthur Wiley Art. The link to his Tumblr page as well as the original comic will be in the description below. And monsters, not only do we have a special guest who's a master of kung fu three-headed beaver slaying, she also helped out with the video. So monsters, say hello to Dissing Creeps. Be sure to drop by Dissing Creeps YouTube channel and say hello. You may find her stories rather chilling and creepy. A link to her YouTube channel will be in the description below, also in the annotations, through the video and at the end of the video. Make sure you got your headphones in and grab some Laffy Taffy and let this comic dub begin. Ow. What? Wow, nope. Yeah, not dealing with that. After all, I'm no photographer. And fear's a dark room where negatives are developed. Yeah, that was a good one. Why? Okay. Oh, jeez. Hey. I wasn't expecting to run into anyone here. Actually, I'm really not sure where here is. You wouldn't happen to know what the deal with this place is, would ya? So... is that a no? What? Do I know? Well... you look busy, so I'll go ahead and leave you to it. The exit can't be that hard to find. I wanted it so badly for it to work. I was determined to make it work. Whoa, okay. You alright there, buddy? It's look like you're having a hard time keeping yourself together, regardless of the consequences. Yeah. But you, Sans, you were not supposed to make the same mistake as me.
Hi, Sans.
Did
you miss me?
Sure. Like a hole in the head. Whoa! Sans. That is not the solution. I know that you don't understand everything that is happening. Where do you... But this is for your own good. I promise, Sans. Sans? Sans? Sans! Papyrus? Wowee! Hi, Sans. I didn't know you could get that loud. I have learned a thing. Why did you scream? Why did? Because you screamed and I wasn't prepared for that. Wait, I did? Really? The more you know, I guess. What were you doing here anyways? I am just a shot. I didn't even know you knew how to yell. Well, I heard a loud thud, so following my brotherly instincts, I went to go to check on ya, and it's a good thing I did. You were on the floor, tossing and turning, while making a bunch of unintelligible vowel sounds. Okay. Okay? Sans! You woke me up screaming, like it was actually really concerning. And all you have to say is okay? It's not like you to be restless when you sleep. What are you talking about? You know I'm so good at sleeping. I can even do it with my eyes closed. Oh my god, Sans. I never get tired of it. Sans, it's too early for this. I've gotta watch out or I might even get arrested. The police will think I'm a person of into rest. Huh. I still gotta chuckle. I'm counting that as I win. Okay, that last one was a stretch and you know it. Sans, be serious. I'm worried about you. This isn't the first time you've woken up in a distress this week. It was just the loudest. And while I understand the importance of getting an early start to the day, I don't think you're doing it right. It's just, if something is wrong, I want to be able to help you. But you are always so mysterious when it comes to things like this. And I can't help but feel like sometimes you bottle things up. Sans? What? Oh, it's, alright. Here's the truth. What were you looking at? I had a nightmare. It, rattled me a little, I guess. But you don't need to worry. It was just a bad dream. They happen. A nightmare? Was it one where everyone left the underground? And you accidentally got left behind by yourself? Because let me assure you, brother, I would never allow that to happen in real life. You have nothing to fear. The one where? What? Oh, right. Nope, wasn't that one. Then was it the one where you got lost in the endless hallway that you couldn't find your way out of? But then you eventually ended up in the kitchen to be attacked by living cutlery, right? You avoided going near the silverware for a week after that. Don't think I didn't notice. The hallway dream. Actually, yeah, kinda. But there was some bits this time that were kinda new. Guess that threw me. Sans, what happened in your dream? Nothing important. So what I get for hitting to catch up right before bed? You're always telling me not to do that. I guess I see why now. It messes with your head. So don't you worry, bro. Just need a sec to wake up all the way. Well, if you're sure, then I believe you. But hey, since you are already up, now I know something that we can do to make you feel better. In fact, the timing may be perfect. Yes. Oh? Also, I think this ladder might be the best part of the house. Yeah. It is pretty neat. Sans? Sans! Sans, look! Hurry! It's already started! Hang on, I'm getting there. Wowee. I think this one might be my favorite one yet. That's what you've said about the other 200 or so of these things. That's because they are all my favorite. Well, that was spectacular as always. Now it's time to be productive before it gets too late. The great papyrus. Am not one to let the day get away from me. You sure aren't. Not when there are things to do and errands to run. Oh, you heading out? Well, I was thinking about it, but perhaps I'll stay. There are a lot of things that I wanted to get done around the house, too. I can do those other things later. Nah, you should go. And actually, hey, Would you mind if I tagged along with you today?
Really? You want to go? Are you sure?
Sure. Why not? Getting some fresh air might do me some good. And you're always telling me that I should get out and about more, right?
I am always telling you that. Yes, of course we both can go.
Sounds good. You can go on ahead of me. I just want to enjoy the rest of this sunrise first.
Okay, just come down whenever you're ready.
Will do. I won't be long. Huh. Huh. Not red or blue. Wonder what that was all about.
On the scale of 1 or 10 I am.
Come on, kid. You know this one. Remember the trick? Circle letters go with circle letters, stick letters go with stick letters. Go ahead and try the next one by yourself first. What? Don't look at me like that. I'm not doing your homework for you. Toya wouldn't appreciate that sort of skullduggery.
Yeah.
Night, bro.
Good night, Sans.
Oh. Ha. Ha ha ha. Well, okay then. I guess I'm gonna be sitting here for a bit. Or not. Huh. Huh. So that's what that feels like. What? Why can't I? Let go! Ugh. Oh! Sans. There you are. It's nice of you to finally drop in. Sans, are you alright? You fell rather hard. Yeah, I'm all good. The floor broke my fall. Guess you could say that I hit the ground running this morning. For having hit the ground running, you're awfully late today. No shortcuts. Nah, and took the scenic route. Made a few pit stops. Picked up a thing you'd probably need. Anyway, on to more interesting things. What you got there? Liquid courage. What? Before 5 o'clock? Ha and ha. You know what I meant. Right. So, is there any reason behind why you're staring down the bravery sample like it offended ya? No. I was just waiting for an epiphany. But instead I'm getting a migraine. Yikes. Well, here's some coffee for your, epiphany, or whatever it is. Thank you. It's appreciated. So now that we've gotten your caffeine fix all situated, you want to catch me up? How about you fill me in on your pit stops first? I'm assuming you checked in with the other projects. Well, Alfie's finally got the extractor she designed up and running, and the other teams are still reporting no problems with theirs. Also, since it looks like you got the new one for Bravery 2, that means that we have all 7 running. So call us Butter, I guess, cause we're on a roll. Oh, well, that's good news at least. I'll have to check on her results later. I was curious about her modifications she opted to go with. Heh. Yeah.
You feel that something is very wrong.
What? Sans? Shh. You got awfully quiet. What? Oh, yeah. I am done with my bit. Your turn. I take it you ran into some sort of roadblock, right? Here. Why don't ya talk it out? Pretend that I don't know anything and start from the beginning. Maybe it'll help you stumble on a solution, or at least gain a new perspective. The beginning. Alright. Let's start with the first problem. The barrier. Currently, the only known way to bring it down completely is through the use of at minimum 7 human souls. Now for the second problem. We don't exactly have enough of those, and quite frankly our king would rather avoid collecting more if at all possible. But he still wants the barrier to come down. So how do we open a door when we don't have a key? We trick the lock. If we were able to make an artificial construct that can pass as human, an artificial soul, so to speak, then we may be able to trick the barrier into breaking. In order to accomplish this, we've had to study the structure of 3 human souls and 1 blood sample that we have at our disposal. As you can see, at first glance, the human souls appear to be dominated by singular traits. And if this were actually the case, we'd be stuck in a rather difficult situation since, on their own, these traits don't read as human. We've tested that out. However, by employing a heavily modified chromatography technique, one based off of the sort of more commonly used to isolate the photosynthetic pigments in plants. Can we pretend that I know a little more than that? Just to, speed things up a bit. As I was saying, after having gotten a better look, we have since learned that the actual structures are a bit more complex. Multiple traits are clearly present in each soul simultaneously, and each distinct hue is a unique component that makes up a part of the soul's overall supposed humanity. Psst. I heard the air quotes. Anyways, having identified these key traits, we have since been able to isolate and extract them through the use of the modified magical conduit warframes. Don't you mean the Gaster Blasters? That's not what they're called. That's how I put them down in my notes. Well, it's still wrong. Stop being a smartass. Okay, I'm done. Keep going. I'm listening. Well, since these frames were originally designed to concentrate and channel a monster's magic, something that is inherently dependent on the emotional responses of an individual to a variety of external and internal stimuli. Repurposing them for this task has not been as much as a stretch as one would think. We are merely taking what is also an emotional force and giving it a tangible physicality after all. So we have access to the components. We even have the design of 3 souls to work with. It should be a fairly simple matter to piece these extracted parts back together into something new at this point, right? Except there's one problem. I've been running simulations all night, and in doing so, I have found the pieces won't stay together. And the awful part is what? That actually makes sense, because human souls don't make sense. When a monster dies and their soul's energy becomes entered and disperses peacefully, their existence at that point lives on as a memory, right? Right. But when a human dies, it's almost as if a stubborn impression of them is buried into the fabric of reality, like a scorch mark. I mean, look at how unbalanced they are. There's barely a consistent design. What could be possibly holding these things together? Don't know. Maybe it's spite keeping them together. I wouldn't put it past humanity. Sans, did we convert any of the frames to isolate spite? Don't think so. Bah! So far, all this has been like solving a hellish puzzle. Should I go get papyrus or whoa there? Oh, you gotta be more careful. I might know that you have the right of way when you start talking with your hands, but the rest of the lab isn't exactly up to speed. Ah, thank you, Sans. I suppose I got a little worked up there. These specimens are from the surface. Losing any of them would be a tragedy. Currently, they are all irreplaceable. The surface is teeming with life. There aren't simply just humans up there, but flora, fauna. One day, when we finally bring the barrier down, there's so much I'd like to show you both. Hey, come on, don't look so glum. So we hit a speed bump. We'll get around it. We always do. Yes, I suppose we'll make this work one way or another. Right, just like always. So, anyways, getting back on track. We might not have access to spite, exactly. But there is that sheer force of will. Stuff Alfie's in charge of. Did you factor that into your models too? Yes, of course. There was enough data from her first attempt at extracting to take determination into consideration. However, in the simulations, the extracts still ended up rejecting each other. Perhaps we'll get a different result after she's collected new data from the new extractor. But as it stands, the pieces appear too unstable combined. Well, you want my 2 cents? By all means. How about this instead of trying to jam them all together at once? Why don't we try tempering them first using smaller combinations, you know, to see if maybe they can stabilize each other. It's like chemistry, sorta. Only instead of combining 2 volatile elements to make a neutral compound, we'll be using soul extract weirdness. That may be a rather brilliant solution to our problem, actually. Do I win best intern points? And if some of these traits do in fact balance each other out, some keeping others in check, it may give us some insight on how to keep a synthetic construct from falling apart long enough to bring down the barrier. And you've stopped listening, Kay. I'll have to begin making calculations to figure out where we should start. Actually, I was thinking that we could look at a color wheel or something first.
You don't remember this. Maybe you don't want to remember this? None of this makes sense, does it? There's a confusing sense of nostalgia, but an even greater sense of dread. So what'll it be, Juggles? Ignoring the problem?
Nah, I'm thinking of being a bit proactive for once. Starting with Huh? Hello there. I didn't notice you before. I suppose you must be curious about what happens next, correct? What? Nah, that's alright. I'll pass. Didn't mean to intrude or anything, so I'll just be seeing myself out. Well, that's a shame.
You're looking into the void.
The next experiment proved to be very interesting, even though I did not mean for it to be like this.
The void is looking back.
Come on, buddy. I need you to throw me a bone here. You know something's very wrong, and you think you can deal on your own, but here's the real deal. You gotta be careful on which fire you're fueling, because if you keep up with this sort of thinking, you're really not gonna like what happens next. Holy shit! What in the...
You escaped. Like a pansy.
Sir?
Or did you? Maybe you'll actually put up a fight next time.
Sir, are you what? You okay there? Little skeleton dude? Hey, yeah, I'm fine. Just, managed to trip over the air, apparently. You, sir? Oh man, dude, you're bleeding. Huh? I'm what? Your arm, dude. It's all cracked up and stuff. Didn't even notice till you mentioned it. Oh, this is probably gonna sting a bit tomorrow. Did you just... Oh, wow, you did. That's pretty awful, man. Did I what? Did I just take a crack at my situation? Awfully hilarious, you mean? Okay, maybe a little bit. Hey, do you need a hand up? Yeah, actually. Thanks, kid. Jeez, you really surprised me there. I didn't even see you come in, or hear you now that I'm thinking about it. Usually the doors make a ding or something when people come in. Well, it's pretty easy to go by unnoticed when you're, space efficient like I am. And that light. What was that? Oh. Whoa. Okay. Hey, are you sure you're okay? You're still looking pretty rough. Are you feeling dizzy? I was for a moment there, but it's already passed. You know how it is when you stand up too fast. Well, take it easy for a little, okay? Cripes, and you're still bleeding. Hang on, I have band-aids. Thanks for these, and sorry for the ruckus. After I get my bearings, I'll be out of your hair. Oh, it's cool. Though, speaking of bearings, you wouldn't happen to have a map on hand, would you? Like an atlas? Yeah, we sell those. Let me go grab one real quick. Thanks, pal. It's appreciated. Here, although if you needed directions to something, I could have just looked it up on my phone. Nah, you already got this thing out. And this is the last thing I'm gonna ask you. Promise. Where are we right now?
You mean where's this gas station? Oh, we're on the corner of Fox and 32nd. So hey, if you're planning on leaving soon, I just wanted to check. Are you like, good to drive to wherever you're heading? Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna be driving. Wait, did you walk here? It's like 4 in the morning. And you're not wearing shoes. Nope, didn't walk either. Wait, how did you even get here then? Magic. No, seriously. Sir? Sorry, spaced out. Found what I needed though. Yikes, 15 miles to get back. 15? I keep forgetting how far away things can be from each other up here. Here. Thanks for this. Oh, it's no big deal. But dude, look, I know you keep saying you're fine and all, but will you at least let me call you a cab or something? Nah, don't worry about it. I know a shortcut. What? No one's gonna believe this. I need to call Mary.
Morning, Pap. Sons! I was just about to see if you were awake yet. How did you sleep?
Well, I didn't wake up screaming, so there's that. And I didn't have any of the usual nightmares.
That's great! Except you missed the sunrise this morning. You know, I almost woke you up for it, but then I figured that you were probably still tired from yesterday. Sons aren't used to full days after all. And I didn't hear you at all when I woke up this morning. You must have been sleeping like a rock.
It's fine. The sun's probably not going anywhere, so there's always tomorrow. I may have been a bit worn out, but it's always fun hanging out with you.
Of course it is. In fact, you should come with me to the park again so we can have even more fun.
Sure. Give me like 2 seconds and I'll be ready.
Wait, Sans, if you're about to try to make coffee, we ran out yesterday, remember? Also, this is unrelated, but your shoes are untied.
Oh, right. Guess it slipped my mind.
We can get some on the way out if you like.
That's fine with me. In that case, I'm ready whenever you are.
Then let's be on our way. Okay. Sans, your shoes are still untied.
Yup.
They're a hazard.
Yup.
Tie them.
I'll do it in the car. Okay. So I'm having dreams of working on a project I don't remember even being a part of, with a person I have no memory of. I mean, okay, nightmares of a kid, I get it. There's enough probable evidence to conclude that. Yeah, Frisk more than likely wreaked havoc on the timeline at some point or another. Multiple times. That's hopefully done. I mean, it's almost been a year since the barrier came down, and here we all are still. But the other dreams, that person, that lab, a project to create an artificial soul using all of the human traits, guessing off of the probable age of, dream, intern me, and the number of souls. All of that would have had to have happened before the kid ever got to the underground. Before recess were probably a thing. So there wouldn't be a reason for me not to remember. And there's just no evidence that. Talk it out. Why don't we temper them? See if maybe they could stabilize each other. That's how I put them down in my notes. Temper. Color wheel. Be careful of the fire you're fueling. Except, maybe there were a few things that... this is dumb. Gah. I am way too tired to be dealing with any of this. I'm also apparently bleeding something now. Can't forget that merry little link in this daisy chain of things that don't make sense.
Oh, please. You can guess how many times you've killed someone just off the expression they make. You're not as dumb as you look. You know exactly what you were bleeding. Wow, you really don't want to remember.
Wait.
Hey, it's okay if you're still determined to forget. I'm sorry. I was trying to get to the flowers. Oh God. At least you're putting up more of a fight now. Good.
Hey! Don't you hiss at me! What are you even doing? Stop scaring the human! Bad floaty dog dragon thing!
Papyrus.
Shoo! Geez, I am so sorry. Usually they're not like that around people. Although I'm not actually sure if they've even been around people before. Wow! Now, there's a human who's very enthusiastic about their running. Although I guess they were probably fairly startled. What happened anyways? Brother, Sans. Sans? Are you okay? Heh.
No. I'm, not feeling too hot all of a sudden. Think I'm gonna go back home.
Oh, well, if that's the case, just give me a second to get my things together. I can drive us home.
Nah, it's fine. You go ahead and stay. I can get back fine on my own.
What? But you just said you weren't feeling well. How were you planning on...
Wait. No. Sans, don't do the thing.
Later, bro.
Sans! I hate it when he does that.
What? Did I almost just do? Ow!
Maybe you forgot that you both were supposed to have a video call today. Or perhaps he got busy? Right. Like Sans is ever actually busy. That bag of bones is so lazy he'd look for the snooze button on a fire alarm. What? You know it's true. Although, I guess, for being so lazy, he did manage to thrash us pretty good during the run before this one, didn't he? Wasn't that a pleasant surprise, finding out that Chuckles had a backbone after all? How many times did it take before we finally took him out? 40? 50? I lost count after... What? Why are you looking at me like that? Oh no, you can't pin that whole fluster clock entirely on me. I was following your lead in the beginning. I only began jumping in more when you started having doubts. It was a good plan. Oh, but wait. It was never you doing those things, right? You were just being controlled by, what was it? A curiosity that didn't belong to you? Yeah, some outside force was making you do all those terrible things. How could I forget? Look, whether or not it was your fault, or my fault, or some mysterious force's fault, doesn't really matter now, does it? because all you had to do was reset one last time, and boom! Clean slate, massacre forgotten. It's like it never happened. Yep, you got your do-over, your chance to make everything right, your perfect ending where everyone's free, and now everything's just sugar and candy and everything freaking dandy. It's the best possible ending, right? Monster kind mingling with humanity. It's not like there's any way for that to backfire spectacularly. Again, what do you mean, where's all this coming from? No, I'm not being weirdly moody. I'm just honestly describing the situation as I see it. That's what I do. Look, when you're the echo of a person and only one person can see you, you gotta get your kicks from somewhere.
Monsters, great job out there in the field. Looks like we've taken care of another dimension, and they are free of three-headed, what are they? Beavers. Yes. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you leave a like, you'll get your own Gaster Blaster. Not one, not two, but three. Like just a few seconds after you hit that like button. And another big shout out to Dissing Creeps. So Monsters, once again, her link will be in the description below and right here. So be sure to stop by her channel. And again, Monsters, thanks. And if you haven't done so, be sure to hit that subscribe button and become a monster today. And like always, till next time.